guys, welcome back to our reaction of Ahsoka. Today we are reacting to episode 3, and we loved the first 2 episodes. We're really excited to see what's gonna happen in this show.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've got big things going on in the Filoni-verse these days. I guess they're going to a new new galaxy. That's pretty nuts. I mean, I don't really know where they're going with that. Maybe the Milky Way. Yeah, right. They're coming to Earth. I don't really know where they're going with that whole plot line, but hopefully, I haven't had anything spoiled for me, but I have heard that the leaks attest to the fact that this is pretty ambitious what they're doing with this show. So hopefully that's the case. I know we talked a little bit about it last time that people are a little spicy about Star Wars these days. I mean, when are Star Wars fans not spicy is, I think, a question that, one can't answer. Star Wars fans are always spicy, and we tend to be very positive and reserve judgment until the very end of the show, and then we really will be either praising something or very harsh on something. And so yeah, we're just here for the ride. We are massive Star Wars fans. If you're joining us for the first time, we have watched everything from Clone Wars to Rebels to all the movies. Even just this past year, we've gone through everything. So we love Star Wars. We are so supportive of what Dave Filoni is doing, and we're excited, and we're here for the ride.
We have a bingo going, and
yes, we have Ahsoka bingo.
We wrote down thoughts of what might happen.
So if you want to get caught up with our Ahsoka bingo, it's basically we're guessing what's going to happen during the whole season, and whoever guesses right the most times wins bragging rights. But yeah, so go back to our first reaction, the reaction to episode 1, and we cover our bingo there. And if something does happen, then we will mark it as having happened. So
if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to follow along with all of our future reactions and games and fun stuff that we've got going on.
Yes, and we also have a Patreon if you want to just support the channel. We are trying to build this channel up and do as much as we can. So yeah, click the link in the description to visit our Patreon. Without further ado, let us get into this episode of Ahsoka.
Whoa.
Ooh.
This is cool.
I don't think we've ever seen this before.
No.
Well?
Not bad. But not.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Here, put this on.
The training helmet.
Yeah.
I like both of their flowy pants.
Yeah.
I want some.
Whoa. She's flailing. Oh. That was easy. She's too, aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go again.
So George Lucas. It's nice to get a training scene of Sabine, because the last thing you would want is for her to just be good instantly, So it's like check mark, nobody can complain.
Chancellor Mothma, senators.
Hera, you look well.
The new chancellor.
Jason.
Fine.
Yeah.
In fact, he's on board.
To aid in what has ultimately been your personal quest to find Ezra Bridger.
Wow.
Ezra vanished while fighting Thrawn.
And that you conveniently use a threat of Thrawn's return to acquire those resources that could be put to a more practical purpose, helping the people of our fledgling republic. Grand Admiral Thrawn is dead. And I'm sorry to say it is my opinion that your friend Ezra Bridger heroically died with him.
You don't know that.
General, Hera, allow me a moment to speak with my colleagues.
That went well.
She got a little emotional.
Mom.
Oh!
Aunt Sabine is gonna be a Jedi?
The child.
He's got green hair.
Chopper told me.
It's Kanan's son.
Yeah.
Ah!
Wow, I can't believe it.
The Force resides in all living things, even you.
If that's true, then why doesn't everyone use it?
Talent is a factor.
Also, midichlorians.
But
Yeah.
training and focus are what truly defines someone's success.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Sabine, I've got Hera.
Her problem is that she's trying to, for lack of a better term,
Force it?
Yeah.
You win this round.
Which is like not.
I want that mug.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's not how it works. You don't force it.
Hera, great. How far out are you in the fleet?
Unfortunately, I won't be joining you for this one.
Morgan's been hiding out here.
The eye. The eye of Scion.
That's that.
Why'd we drop
Yeah,
off
like the
Stonehenge thing?
hyper.
so far from the
No. It's the
Standard
giant,
Jedi mission protocol when approaching an unknown situation. In order to avoid
like docking
enemy
ring
surveillance,
that they
Still
use to
doing
jump.
this?
They're going to use to jump to the
Right.
other universe.
Those look like old planes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah.
Rusty.
This feels like classic Star Wars.
You getting anything yet?
Sabine,
Tell me what you need. Move on my signal? Copy. All right. Get ready. Ready. Now! Woo! I got one! Good work.
Feels good.
2-6, with me.
It really feels like Star Wars.
They're forming up. Let's roll them. Copy that.
Like I feel like this is like
Tell me when.
felt the most like Star Wars in a while.
feels like the
In a minute.
originals.
Yeah. Whoa, that's so cool. Did you see that?
now.
The eye. Ooh, it looks like a halo ring.
Yeah.
To guess, I would say it is some sort of
It's a halo.
hyperspace ring.
I'd like to confirm that.
Let them get this far. Stay clear. I shall deal with them. Prepare turbo lasers. Wait for my signal.
Whoa, his voice is cool. Was that Sam Witwer? Do you think so? I'm so on to this theory right now.
I would never have guessed
Get
that.
everything you need?
Not yet. See if you can get a little closer.
Are you crosswired?
Closer, please.
I like him.
Scan complete.
They die.
Destroyed.
That did not look good.
Hands down.
Oh,
Morgan, congratulations. You almost got them. We have them.
I hope you know what you're doing.
she is going out
Wow.
there.
Oh,
Sick.
that looks great.
Space fight. Nice suit.
Ooh, I like the music.
Cool.
I see her.
I like his voice so much. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Yes! Oh, that's so cool.
Did you fix the ship yet? I got it! Great. Now get me. Get ready.
That's so great.
Another ship?
No.
The Purrgil.
What? What is it?
Yes.
Here we go. Yeah! Whoa! They look so good.
Sick. Purrgil.
They're like the Eagles of Lord of the Rings. They look so cool.
Bro. Whoa. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Oh, wow. I love this so much. I'm so here for this.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Where are they?
And complete.
He's back.
Oh, took my battery back up a while to cycle, I suppose.
I really love the look of this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the power down.
I protest. I have a lot of work to do.
Standard Jedi protocol.
I suppose that's true.
Shutting down?
I like that they keep playing on that. Like, they keep riffing on that.
Mm-hmm. Dagobah.
Think
Yeah.
you can chance it?
Yeah, it kind of feels like that.
Navigation, yes, I believe it could. The Jedi archives speak of intergalactic hyperspace lanes
Ooh.
between galaxies, which used to follow the migration paths of star whales named Purrgil.
Yes.
Like the ones we just saw.
Really?
Hunt them down.
No.
Seriously?
Why?
Man, that was a short one.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It felt short.
Yeah.
It felt like
I heard that this was the shortest one of
How long was it?
30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I heard it was the shortest one. Hopefully the shortest one of the season, but I knew it was going to be a short one.
Not a lot happened.
Plot-wise, no.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say that, like I said, according to the leaks, it really is supposed to be, yeah, I think the shortest one, and that the next one will be long, a longer one.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say that though it was short, it definitely was sweet. Like, I feel like I was watching that and I literally had this like overwhelming feeling that like this was like some of the most Star Wars-y stuff that I feel like I have witnessed in a while. Because you had space battles and training. You know what I mean? And it felt so George Lucas to me. What would you say?
Yeah, I would agree. Some exploration of the Force and I feel like Ahsoka thinks that you can access it even if you're
Yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah. The reason why Anakin
If she doesn't
is so
have enough
powerful.
midichlorians, then
Yeah.
how is she like? I feel like you need to have. Don't you need to have like a minimum amount of midichlorians to? I feel like I heard that somewhere. Anyway, I don't know. Like, but it. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it felt very like, even though not a ton happened, you had some. I think we got some things out of the way that needed to happen. Training, like a training scene with Sabine, you know what I mean? And like setting up this this thing having to do with the Force. It was a stepping stone episode. And not in a way that felt like a unnecessary at all, because we literally moved closer to the destination without any detours. But when I mean it was set up of these character interactions are already paying off from the last 2 episodes. There's this like small moment where it looks like there's kind of some tension in the whole like battle sequence between when she's on the gun, and then you can see on Ahsoka's face that she's like, part of this is my fault. I need to work with Sabine. You know what I mean? So then she turns around and then she starts like cooperating. And I just feel like they're already doing payoff. A little bit of payoff from what was already set up. And then now there's more setup of her and the cup. You know what I mean? So like what's going to happen there? You know what I mean? With the cup and like Sabine's journey with the Force. And then, I don't know, just seeing the like on the starship with the face mask, that whole sequence just felt very, very George Lucas to me. I feel like I've heard some negative comments about the show, about the acting and the writing, about it feeling like wooden. Would you say that's the case?
I would say that I can understand what people are trying to say, but I don't think that is a problem.
Yes.
I think it's intentional.
I think they're right. And I think to myself, good. Because that's what you said about the prequels. And
that's funny.
And I literally have had that thought in this last week when I've seen comments like that. I'm like, I feel like Rosario like Dave Filoni is directing Rosario Dawson to act like someone who was a prequel Jedi, which she was. You know what I mean? And obviously he knows how to direct Ashley Eckstein into like having a ton of mannerisms. So it's not that he's incapable of directing her in that way. It's that he's intentionally channeling this kind of like stoicism that has really flourished in Ahsoka's adulthood, especially as a result of Order 66 in the war. You know what I mean? That I'm like, I feel like this is, again, it feels very like tied to George Lucas, very like rooted in kind of how he would have done things. I don't know.
Yeah, people are like, oh, Ahsoka's different. She's acting weird. She's acting like not herself. But it's like, she's been on a very long character journey. Yeah. And she's in a very different place now than she was when she was younger. A lot has happened. And like, you made the point of, we haven't really seen a lot of Ahsoka on screen post her battle with Darth Vader. Yeah. Like, we haven't really seen her like in depth deal with that, or like the aftermath of that emotionally. Yeah. And it's just going to be interesting to see how they approach that. Yeah. I think the episode was really exciting. I feel like it wasn't like the whole episode this was the most exciting episode of the past 3 episodes, because I just felt like it was like a really nice, well done dogfight that felt cool and had really cool moments of like the ship turning in cool ways and like shooting all of them at all 3 of the ships at once, and her getting out and doing those flips in the space. And I was like, wow, this just feels like cool training scene, cool philosophizing about the Force, setting up some character things,
following up on some character things, and having a cool action sequence. And like, what more could I ask for? Oh, and also we heard Marrok talk for the first time, so they're planting more seeds, you know what I mean? So I don't know, it feels deliberate to me, and I don't know how y'all feel about this episode, but I definitely liked it. And the other thing is, people were like, oh, it's a boring show and there's like too much like room to breathe. And that was the other thing.
I think it's not jarring, but like it is noticeable because it's like, oh, this is like different from like a lot of shows, because a lot of shows now I feel like are like faster paced.
You just gotta like fill it up with everything.
Yeah, like there's just like stuff happening constantly. But again, it just feels more like a movie in that way.
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel like a movie.
It just feels like this is like a movie broken up into chunks, kind of.
Yeah.
That I feel like if you watched it all through without stopping, it would feel like that.
Yeah, you know, here's another comment that I just feel like it's kind of how George Lucas did things is, there's a scene in A New Hope that you referenced that scene was obviously referencing because they were using the language from that scene of Luke. Mm-hmm. And that scene is a very prolonged scene with no music, no action.
Again, why it felt a lot like the original trilogy.
No, like very super like flashy cinematography. It's just Luke standing there going, mm-hmm. And then Obi-Wan kind of sitting back with his arms crossed, being like, you know, instructing him as the wizard. And Sabine has taken on that Luke Skywalker role in this show. And Ahsoka has taken on the Obi-Wan role in this show. And I'm like, it feels Star Wars. It feels so conventional to kind of the pathway that George Lucas laid out that I'm like, I really can't complain. And I'm not saying all this like to say that Ahsoka needs to be on the defensive. I think all of the, you know, edgy Star Wars fans that like to complain about everything, like you're not really being genuine when you're refusing to give it the benefit of the doubt and wait the entire show to really judge for yourself whether or not it delivered. And so, yeah, I'm happy. This was good. Even though not a lot happened, I think I literally in the middle of the dogfight, I felt myself beaming because I was like, this just feels like fun to me, you know? Anyway.
And those, whatever those fighters were, they really felt like World War II planes.
Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, that's the other thing is like, I feel like the designs in this show are really cool and kind of like, mm-hmm. I don't know, that was the other thing. I was like, the idea of like having like a masked person that doesn't say much and you're kind of wondering, it feels very Boba Fett, you know what I mean? Like original trilogy Boba Fett. And I don't know, I was just like, it really is channeling all of those tropes, those Star Wars tropes that we all love. And I don't know, it just feels like what a sequel trilogy should have been. Because you've got the Luke and Obi-Wan dynamic with Ahsoka and Sabine. Mm-hmm. And you're kind of like remixing that and revamping that, but in a new creative way where they're literally going to a new galaxy. So there's all of these new things that they get to do, you know? Mm-hmm. Anyway.
And the Purrgils were cool.
Oh yeah. Like that's the other thing is this show delivers like on all of the beats. You have this episode, you have the training sequence, you have like setup and payoff, and you have these cool moments in the dogfight. And then you have Ahsoka going out.
Senators.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. You have, senators. Yeah. Politics in Star Wars. And then you have the, her going out into space. And then you have the Purrgil. I'm like, this was a good episode. Yeah. It delivered. It didn't it didn't advance or have major revelations or like huge wow moments, but it did have, I think like, it gave like that, all of those right flavors for, I think making you feel at home kind of in this show, you know?
Yeah.
And like ready to like see what it has in store. So I'm a fan.
Good.
That's all I got to say. So
good stuff.
I know I kind of monologued a little bit, but these were all the thoughts that were going through my head as I was watching it. I was like, this feels very Star Wars to me. This feels so much like the show or the series that I know and love. So anyway.
Good word.
Yeah.
Well, let us know what you guys thought of this episode. Leave a comment, share your thoughts with us. And if you liked this video, please give it a like and subscribe. And we're excited for next week. I am annoyed that I have to wait a whole week.
I feel like the next episode is going to be really action-packed because they're in the forest. We've already seen...
And Hera's not, like, going to come help them.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
We're like...
Right.
They're kind of on their own.
Yeah. So I wonder what that's about. But we have... But what I was going to say is we already know that there's, like, lightsaber battles coming. So maybe next episode. And then the back half of the season is going to be them in the other galaxy. You know what I mean? Like if by the end of this next episode, they fight their way to the eye and then they jump off of, and then it's like, oh, that would have been a great way to kind of finish out the first part of this season. And then the second half is going to be all of the adventures to come in the new galaxy. So we're here. We're excited for it. It's going to be good.
Woo! Thanks for watching. And we're excited to see you guys next week.
See you then.
Bye.